As he waits for the motorcade of Archduke Franz Ferdinand around the corner, Bert prepares to change the course of human history forever.
I thought I was in a bad mood, but it's been a few years now, so I guess this is who I am now.
I don't know the blue car's driver, but I know what he's thinking.
Don't waste time on your phone. Simply stare blankly into space instead.
When a baby on board sticker is a little faded and beat up, you know the kid is at least a year or two old now, and the car is safe to ram.
Don't blame the clown for acting like a clown. Ask yourself, why do you keep going to the circus? How would you describe yourself?
Verbally, but I've also prepared a dance. You know what would make this farmer's market way better? My completely unsocialized dog with the personality of a grease fire. I wouldn't say I need an octopus mug holder, but I'd feel a lot better if I had one. Did you adopt your dog? No, he's my biological dog. Frogs outside while it rains.
Me.
Bathtubs that can't submerge an entire adult body should be illegal.
Okay, I know what you meant, but you sound like a murderer.
Measure none. Cut 15 times. I always put my music on shuffle, but then get annoyed when it doesn't play the songs I want. Content of women's magazines. You're beautiful just the way you are. Articles about losing 20 pounds in 4 weeks.
This is romantic, isn't it? Just the two of us?
I mean, I guess.
Slap it.
Why?
Just do it.
Gonna break into your house, toast all your bread, and put it back in the bag. Has anyone actually got salmonella from eating raw cookie dough, or is society just trying to stop me from living my life? Before you marry someone, find out if their family drinks mimosas or runs 5Ks on holiday mornings.
Is this how shredded chicken is made?
I accidentally said big instead of grande while ordering coffee at Starbucks, and they took me behind the store and shot me in the leg. For only $10.99, you can let every visitor to your house know you are struggling. I've opened a can of worms. They just sit there, the worms. Hardly the chaos that's been advertised. Me going to work on a Friday morning. Me leaving work after finding out that it's only Wednesday. You don't get a body like mine overnight. It takes years of moderate neglect and bacon.
How dare you speak to me like that on this, the day of my toilet's wedding?
Inventing the toaster. Okay, it burns the bread if you put it at 4. Perfect. Make it go up to 8. When your boss sets unrealistic production goals. Girls are like strawberries. Sometimes they are in the grocery store. Listens to Mr. Brightside once. The cruel indifference of the universe. The indomitable human spirit. Asthma. Because of all the things you could be bad at. You suck at breathing. I'm starting to worry. My Rottweilers haven't grown in like 5 months. My ability to fall asleep at night. My ability to fall asleep in the morning after I already woke up. 9 p.m. Okay, only a few drinks. Nothing too crazy. Me at 3 a.m. Nothing makes me feel more disconnected from my fellow Americans than the Netflix top 10 list.
The toddler at the supermarket, just staring at me.
You are now entering a stress-free zone.
Enforced by Sniper.
Sunny D tastes like someone made a bet that they could make orange juice without oranges. Obsessing over these sofas. Imagine losing the remote in that green one. Reached that point in life where I've met enough people.
Nobody beats Goku. Nobody.
Goku has canonically died multiple times. Garfield hasn't even bled.
These Macy's mannequins look like they're hungover in the shower, thinking about their life choices. My toxic trait is rewarding myself for being financially responsible by being financially irresponsible.
Me listening to songs about banging chicks and stealing your girl while I'm on my way to eat a TV dinner alone.
Security at every level of the airport is insane until you get to the baggage claim. Then it's like, take whatever bag you want. Showing the married couple that have been trying to have a kid for almost a year, the one I got from a playground in less than 10 minutes. Leaving this behind for future tenants to find and freak out. That's $1,500 a month in New York City right there. This is what I mean when I say, don't make me get out of character. My healthcare plan is to just befriend a doctor and slip in health-related questions during conversations. When you turn on the kitchen light and the garage door opens. Me walking into work 15 minutes late, knowing they can't fire me because I do the work of 3 people. A shark could swim faster than me, but I could probably run faster than a shark. So in a triathlon, it would all come down to who's the better cyclist. Tape when it sticks onto some surface. Tape when it sticks to itself. When you lose your power steering. Bad news. I accidentally washed a nice wool shirt that I really loved, and it shrunk a lot. Good news. When you check the bottom of the bag, but there's no bonus French fries.
What do?
I race cars.
Do you win many races?
Nah, the cars are much faster.
When you go to a fancy party and decide to steal their 50-inch TV.
If Lincoln had noticed John Wilkes Booth, There was a possibility the people in that theater could have witnessed their president wrestle a random man and toss him off a balcony. This is how my wife opens bread.
You should probably call the police.
What if we kissed on the couch? When you move your leg and you can feel a cramp building up.
What gives you butterflies every single time, no matter how many times you experience it?
Fine caterpillars. When you cut sugar and carbs from your diet.
What's worse than heartbreak?
Changing the answer on a test that was originally correct.
That mustache trend in like 2013 was probably the darkest time of our generation.
Don't fill up on bread. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you, coward. I will bankrupt this Olive Garden.
You know the hurricane's serious when SpongeBob is evacuating. When you're so high on dentist gas that the water buffalo of drugs visits you. You've reached a new level of fatherhood when you pour whiskey into a Disney princess juice cup without a second thought. How babies look at you after you tell them they can't eat batteries dipped in antifreeze and paint thinner.
Who's your favorite literary vampire?
The one in Sesame Street.
He doesn't count.
I can assure you that he does. When you and your friend both have terrible ideas and consistently encourage each other to act on them.
Why even drive 15 minutes for food when I can sit here and have it brought to me for only $65 more?
You can't hurt my feelings. I've had to back up a trailer in front of my dad. There are two distinct approaches to parenting. The one before you have kids and the one after you have kids. When you build something without reading the instruction manual.
It's called the weekend, yet weeks keep happening.
I socialized this weekend. Me for the next 3 months. No, that's my emotional support stack of half-used notepads.
Don't touch them.
When it's career day and your mom starts talking about her pyramid scheme. Sorry I missed your text. I actually saw it immediately and didn't want to reply too fast, and then I forgot. Y'all not ready for this conversation. Y'all gotta stay off them YouTube shorts. You can't discuss the history of Toys R Us without mentioning how the horrors of 9/11 made Jeffrey briefly lose his cartoon innocence.